All right, what's going on, my beautiful people? This is Pilo, and you're watching Elite Talk.
Elite Society. Let's get it in.
What's going on, my beautiful people out there in the Matrix? This is Pilo with Digital 262, and welcome to another episode of Elite fucking Talk. We have a great lineup for you guys today. We got a great topic today. We're going to be talking our shit, but before we do, let me introduce the panel. In this corner, we got my man TJ. What's going on, TJ?
What's good, Elite Society? How's everybody feeling tonight?
Yeah, man. You got that 007 kind of 00 Negro
Yeah, man.
kind of. What's going
Feeling
on?
grown and sexy tonight.
Yeah, I like that.
We mobbing out here. We in all black, ready to just kill some shit like it's a funeral.
In a funeral, it shall be, my friend. What's that you drinking, bro? Hey, those drinks, bro.
Oh, this is just a passion fruit martini, man.
Passion fruit martini.
Something light.
Yeah. Like, we'll see at the 30 minutes into the podcast how light it really was.
Yeah, we will see, man. I think I made a quad. You know, people, they ask if you want a single or a double, even a triple.
Yeah.
This shit is a quad, bro.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
It's going to be a fun
Like
one.
I
I'll
said,
tell you that
I can't
much.
be held responsible for what I say. It's the liquor. It's
Not
not me.
alcohol. We're not alcohol.
Please
That's what
forgive
we
me.
do. All right. Well, in this corner, we got my man, J.O.C. What's going on, Jay?
Mi gente, how we doing today? It's been a long time coming, man. We took a nice little hiatus, but we're back.
Mm-hmm.
We are back.
What's going on with you, Jay? What's been new, man? How's the podcast
Man,
going, by the way?
Same old, man. It's been going really well, man. We just finished filming a vlog, so that should be coming out soon.
Nice.
Came back from Chicago today to be on this show today for you guys. So besides that, man, grinding, hustling, same old.
Yeah, man.
That's
If
what's
you
up,
guys
man.
haven't seen it yet, check out my boy's podcast, man. It's the shit. I like
Absolutely.
it. So if you're a wrestling fan, go ahead and check it out. But
Even if
we
you're
have
not,
today.
come check it out.
Yeah, even if you're not a wrestling fan, just go check my boy out. Support. That's what we do here. We support each other. So,
Absolutely.
but we have a special guest kind of in the background. Now, let me just say this. This person is like, if you look up hater of the week in a book, that's her. She's the biggest hater we have in this podcast. Me personally, I fought hard not to have her on, but, I was outmatched by my boys. They wanted her on, but, we're going to have her on. Let's welcome to the show, Peaches. What's up, Peaches?
She said hi. She's a little shy. It's her first time.
Oh,
but,
my God. Peaches, you better say something.
So let me tell you something about Peaches real quick, man. Pilo, I know you've been trying so hard to get, females on the podcast, right? So I've been doing my best. I reached out, and you know what? I hit up my girl Peaches. I had a flyer in, bro. I flew in from California, flew her in here. Had to pay her some top dollar, man, just to be on the podcast. But she's like, hey, you know what? I just can't be on camera because, I'm too expensive for that. And unfortunately, bro, I had
you couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it.
I couldn't afford it.
You say you paid top dollar to get her on?
Pay her top dollar to be on, absolutely.
You wasting. She ain't saying nothing so far.
She ain't nothing.
You better make that
Peaches,
money.
you better say something.
Man.
Make it worth our while. Make it worth all the money we spent on your ass.
Listen, man. I'm trying, man. I got her on, man. So hopefully our topic today, will entice her to, get her thoughts.
We'll get her to talk.
Yeah.
Well,
we just
Peaches
gotta
is
say
in
a
the back.
few trigger words.
We will definitely use some trigger words. We'll get her to talk too. All right, but moving along, guys. Today we have a very, very crazy topic. Okay, and this is going to be called the whole bracket. Oh, the whole bracket. What is the whole bracket? Well, basically, is brackets or sections, or what do you call that? What do you call
Tiers.
it, TJ? Tiers.
There's levels to this shit,
Actually, TJ, why don't you explain what the whole bracket is to the people?
Man, so a lot of women, we're trying to help y'all out. So a lot of y'all might listen real closely because we're going to break it down surgically and systematically. So we broke it down. We condensed it into 4 different brackets that the way men view women. The first tier, which is the lowest tier, is the homegirl, The homegirl, she's typically, you don't find her physically attractive. or anything, but you enjoy her company. She's like one of the guys, but she's a woman. You never want to be physically active with her. You don't find her attractive, but you enjoy her point of view from a woman's perspective, and she's literally a platonic friend. And that'll be just that for, the rest of the time you knowing her. The second tier, which is a little higher, but not much higher, is the recreational girl. The recreational girl, you just here for a good time, not a long time, It's your turn, at the time, but, eventually she's going to hit these streets and, get by somebody else, So you don't take her serious. It's just a physical thing. And you know that eventually it's going to come to an end and you're just getting your fun out of it,
Yep.
The third tier, which is a little better, but still not as good, is the placeholder. The placeholder, I feel like a lot of women are in this position. So a placeholder is a woman who, a man, he views her, she's a great woman. She has a lot of great qualities. She'll be a good wife. You'll have a good life with her, if you commit to the placeholder. However, that woman doesn't set that man on fire. She's a safe option. So a placeholder, essentially, he puts her on the side. He's keeping her because he's like, well, she's a good option, but let me see if I can find better and see if I can find a better option. A woman that really just drives me crazy, who has me passionate. The placeholder doesn't necessarily entice those kind of reactions. It's just a safe option.
Yeah.
And then the fourth level, which is, you won the trophy, baby. You get the ring. The wifey status, the man, he views you, he takes you very seriously. He brings you around the family. He talks about you to the boys. He sees a future with you. He wants to extend his legacy with you. He doesn't play any games with you. He wants to build with you. That's the wifey stance. That's the highest level. And that's the level that I think all women should aspire to be, but a lot of different women, they're like sheep in the pasture, just roaming around in the 1 and 2 stages, even 3s. And we just want to break this shit down to you because a lot of men won't tell you, but we know our intentions with women and, we're going to dissect that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for so eloquently explaining that. So we're going to talk about the first one, which is the friend zone, the homie, the girl.
The homegirl.
The homegirl, which you don't find very attractive. She's just part of the boys.
She's cool as fuck. You can go out and get drinks with her. Mm-hmm. You having problems with your girl, she'll dissect the shit for you from a woman's perspective.
Yeah. But you know what? I have a real problem with that, TJ. I have a problem with that tier, right? It's because I want to fuck all my girlfriends. All the girls that are friends with me, I want to fuck them all.
Really?
I never keep a girl in the friend zone because think about it. Answer this. And I think we've had a show about this before. Can a man truly be friends with a girl? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Just friends. Like not really want to fuck her, just friends.
No, I would never. A woman that I want to fuck is not in the friend category at all. But I've had female friends who, we have the best conversations. They're intellectually stimulated. We go out to the bar, we kick it. She's the perfect wing woman, but physically, I got to be attracted to you if you're going to get this dick. If I want to fuck with you, I got to be physically attracted to you, but a woman that's a friend like that, that's in that tier, I just use her. I don't use her. I genuinely enjoy her company, man. But I don't view her sexually. Like, I don't give a fuck how much amount of liquor. I could have had 4 quads. I'm not fucking her because she's just my friend. I don't look at her that way. So I think that can't exist.
Is that possible? I mean, Jay, what do you think? Is it possible for a man
to fuck anything? even if she looked like if she was low hanging fruit, like my theory with the low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So imagine like an apple tree, right? At the lowest level, you see the apples. They got worms in them and shit. They rotten. Some of them on the fucking ground. Hey, you pick those up and you still bite the shit.
That's his favorite.
Or you're gonna climb the ladder and get the more ripe ones that are more quality. You might have to put a little bit more work in it, but get a better quality apple.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're gonna go on the ground and bite the fuck out of the apple that got 3 or 4 worms in it, rotten, just because you can? Oh, essentially, that's what you're saying. You're telling us that.
I mean, you guys know me. You guys know me.
We do. That is the reason we're saying this shit right now.
I will grab the apple from the floor and bite the shit out of the apple because I'm hungry as fuck. You know, and if I'm
Even
hungry, I
if
will
it
bite
is
the shit.
rotten, even if you're gonna get sick later.
I mean, there's certain levels. I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna get sick later from eating that apple, I mean, but I will take a look at it.
You know,
Just
them standards low as fuck.
Oh, I have no standards,
Nasty
my
ass
friend.
dude.
But you know
They're
what the thing is?
non-existent at this point.
They're not. But Jay, I mean, do you believe that's possible to be in that tier? Can a man be a friend with a girl and not want to fuck her or be attracted to her, like Peaches?
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I think TJ did it, said it best. You have to have standards. You have to have respect for yourself. You have to be like, you know what? I just don't see this person attracted, if anything, I see them a value, their friendship is a value to me. It could be, they educate you in things and, or just teach you things, but yeah, I mean, you don't gotta fuck every female you see out there. And that's, my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you think it's the same? That's why I wish Peaches will say something, because we need a female's perspective. But let me see if she'll answer this. Peaches, do you believe that it works? It's the other way around. Can a woman, is it as easy? Because according to TJ, it's easy for a man to keep a girl in that tier, as a friendship tier, just a girl to, kind of just lay it out to. Just if you have an issue, just talk to her and she'll give you good advice. But there's no sexual stimulation or no attraction there. But can it work the same with a woman? Can a woman have a man in that tier? Is that possible?
It's very possible.
Is she still making that sandwich? Damn it. How long does it take to make a fucking sandwich?
Did you hear?
What'd she say?
You didn't hear?
No.
No, I can't hear at all.
Oh no, she's been answering the whole. She's been talking the whole time.
Oh, so she is talking. Her mic just fucked.
Yeah.
Turn up her mic, fool.
All right. Try again. Teachers, go ahead.
So you got us over here thinking you were just a trick.
Yeah. It's not me. I'm sorry. Technical
Tricking
difficulties.
aimlessly out here.
But what does she got to say?
The question, yep.
I said it's very possible.
It's very possible for a woman. I mean, I know it's possible, but is it easy because I know as a man, if a girl, right, tries to tell me her issues, tries to tell me her problems with her man, and she kind of puts me in that position where I'm like a pillar for her to lean her shoulder in. Guess what? Pilo's going to try to fuck. Pilo's going to try to fuck. And the majority of guys are going to try the same thing, I think, right? I mean, if a girl is spitting her guts out to you, I mean, you're kind of just a wolf waiting for that
You're
hunt.
a predator, man, and you have no standards. Shame on you.
No. I mean, think about it. I mean, Peaches, have you ever been in that position? Guys, he's still over there making a sandwich still, so we'll move on. But
so basically, you're saying you don't give a fuck how the chick looks. Pussy's pussy.
I think the only way that
if she's vulnerable to you, you're gonna fuck. If she allows that.
If she allows it, yeah, because you know why? The only way that Pilo will not try to fuck a girl if she kind of puts him in that position is that, let's say, for example, she's gay and just really don't fuck with dudes. She's part of the boys, and she gives me that masculine aura, that masculine kind of, aura. Then that turns me off. So I'm like, that she's part of the homies. We'll go drinking and shit like that. Mm-hmm.
I still don't even believe that.
No, you still think I try to fuck?
Yeah, you'll try to fuck the shit up, fuck her back right or some shit. Like, I don't know. I just know you. I don't buy that either, bro.
Maybe
you'll fuck anything. You'll stick your. I seen this one lady. She was like, men will literally, on this show I was watching, she was like, men will literally stick their dick in a chicken sandwich. And that's the realest shit that I've ever heard. And you epitomize that kind of man.
I think it's true, but you know what the thing is, TJ? I don't believe when you say that. Maybe you're just one of those rare examples of men who just don't do it. But I think the majority of men will do it. The majority of men
answer this question.
Anything. Yeah.
How can your dick get up for something that doesn't arouse you?
Because what arouses me is different. See, to me, I'm a sexual being. For real. So some guys,
Let me hear this shit.
Well, some guys get aroused by, big ass titties, a big ass, and things like that. I'm a very sexual man. So anything kind of arouses me. So if a girl comes up to me and just touches my dick, it's going on.
So a chick could look like It in the face, the clown, and got big ass titties, fat ass, you still smacking that shit.
I'm putting a bag over her face and I'm beating this shit up.
Terrible.
You're terrible, bro. So Pilo, let me ask you this, bro. Let me
Yeah.
ask you, because I think your age and your experience plays a big part in this, right? How old are
Mhm.
you again, man?
I'm 46.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
were you always this like open minded in the sense of like if it's walking and it has a hole, I'm bucking?
Because
Or
if
do you
we're talking about that tier, right? A friend.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that a man could be a friend with a female. If a man befriends a female, in the back of their minds, they're always going to have one agenda: is that to wait for the right moment to fuck that girl. I wouldn't be friends with girls that I really have no interest in. I wouldn't
So
be friends with a girl.
you automatically put them in the sex only category?
Yeah, I would never. Yes, I would move up to the next tier automatically.
Yeah,
I
so
wouldn't.
that
I don't keep girls in the friends.
so that's a segue to the next tier.
Just so we know, right? So moving forward, right? Let's just say, our new viewers watch the pod, right? They automatically know that if I talk to Pilo, he automatically in sex only.
They're already sexualized. He's
They're
just
already
waiting for the right
sexualized.
moment to strike.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the right moment to strike.
That's essentially what he's saying.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what? And I'm honest about things in this podcast.
That's
That's not
the
me.
only
That's
reason I
the
give you
majority of
credit,
men.
Pilo.
That's the majority of men.
You're honest about the shit, so I can respect it in a way.
I think that's the majority of men. The majority of men, they feel that way. They can't just have a girl on the friends list. They're always going to try to fuck that friend because men will not be friends with a girl they don't feel attracted to.
Let me ask you a question, Pilo. So, you walk into a room, you see a woman. Do you know within the first 5-10 seconds whether or not, like, you can decide in your mind you want to fuck her? So with the recreational woman, that's more of your tier. That's more of your speed.
That's more of my speed. I like recreational women, and let's segue to the next to that next tier, the recreational woman. But TJ, explain again what the recreational woman is.
You don't see a future with her. She's just a nut and a good time.
Nut
you
and
have
bolt.
a good time. That post nut clarity sets in. You bust, dig her guts until you bust.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you do that, you come to the realization, and you just got to move on. It's like almost fishing, almost like, how you fish, you throw your line, you get a fish, and then, you catch it, do what you do with it, and you throw it right back in the lake. That's what the recreational girl is.
Yeah.
She could be for the streets. She could be fucking everybody. You really don't give a damn. You just want to turn on the ride.
Yeah.
Well, essentially, that's what the recreational girl is, man.
Yeah. We call her a nut.
There's a lot of them out here, too.
Yeah. Well, Jay, have you ever had a recreational girl?
Have I ever had a who?
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Somebody's watching.
Have I ever had a recreational nut?
Yeah.
Man, back in my day, like back in my day, bro. Like, bro, when I was
you were 12,
young, bro. Back in the day.
Back in the day, right now.
How long ago was this?
Possibly, it was shit. Man, fuck, man. This years, bro. Just years.
5, 6, 7 days.
He's doing it. He's doing it again. We gotta have a sea lion meter, man. when motherfuckers start tripping over their words and they can't articulate themselves because they feeling nervous or they know they being watched.
Yeah, he's sweating. That's why he's wearing those glasses.
Yeah.
Listen. All I'm gonna say is this, man. I feel like everybody, men and female, has had that one person where it's like, hey, what you doing? Hey, are you up? Hey, pull up type of deal. It's a simple,
right?
And we move on. And you do you, and I do me, and that's it. So
it could be a chick you hear about.
Yeah.
Like you.
That's the best tier to be at. That's the best tier. I think. Well, let me ask Peaches because I know she's quiet. But Peaches, let me ask you, how do you feel being in that tier? Because we all know you're in that tier. But how do you feel being in that tier of just recreation?
No,
shut the fuck up, Jay. Shut the fuck up.
No, hold on. Because this is a perfect opportunity. This is perfect opportunity.
That's how you know, Jay. You are whooped. Let her talk.
Hear me out. Peaches.
That's all I'm hearing, man.
Have you ever had somebody where you have only been like, hey, you know what? Are you up? What you doing? Pull up.
I actually have not.
She has not.
She hasn't. We can hear her, Jay. So,
okay, perdón.
which is yeah. So you're saying that not well. My question to you wasn't that. My question to you is, how do you feel being in that tier yourself?
P-Lo, I got a question.
Okay, let's move on. Go ahead.
What if you have the wrong tier for her?
For Peaches
Yeah,
or for any girl?
for
I don't know.
Peaches specifically.
I
She's
don't
the
know.
only woman on the show.
Yeah, she's the only woman on the show, and the only reason that I say that is because she ain't saying she ain't defending herself, so I can pretty much say whatever the fuck I want,
Damn.
which is nice.
Damn.
I like having women in the show that just shut the fuck up and don't say nothing,
Damn.
and let's us say whatever the hell we want.
Damn.
Peaches, I
Don't
need you to
say
talk your shit
shit.
right now.
Don't
I
say
need you to talk your
shit,
shit.
because that's how it's supposed to
Peaches.
be.
Peaches,
That's how it's supposed to
please,
be.
please say something to this man.
She ain't gonna say shit. You know why she ain't gonna say shit?
I have
Because
a
we're-
strong feeling she will eventually, as the night progresses and unravels.
Well,
So do too.
the recreational bitch. All right, TJ, how many recreational bitches have you had this week?
Keyword this week. You funny, bro. No, I don't really do all that anymore, man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I did it in my early 20s, when I wasn't really looking for anything.
yeah.
It didn't hurt anybody. Feelings involved. It's just a physical. We having a good time. We'll go out, get drinks, do what we do, and that's it. No feelings attached. So at the time, that's when I wanted that. It was beautiful, man. Because nobody feelings get hurt. We both know what it is, and I know I'm not building the future with this woman. I'm just expounding on my experiences.
Yeah.
So, I mean, me being in my 30s now, man, like I'm not on that anymore. I'm not looking for that anymore. I mean, it causes more chaos than anything.
Yeah. Do you believe it? Once you get to a certain age, for most men, do you believe that kind of winds down and men don't no longer need that recreational girl?
Yeah. Because think about it. Like, say you had a young man who's approaching his 30s who he's been with a recreational girl for a decade and he's ready to settle down and he wants a family. That's going to be old to him, right? But say you have an individual who's been married for 15, 20 years and they're in their 50s, late 40s to early 50s, and they just got a divorce. They're going to want a lot of recreational women. They could have got married super young and they were committed to their wives all those years, but now they got a divorce. Now they could just do whatever the fuck they want. They're better established now. They got more money. They got more options. So it depends on which side of the spectrum you're on.
Yeah. Do you believe it's better to have recreational women? And let me ask Jay this, and I'll segue back to you, TJ. So, Jay, do you believe that it's better to have women in that recreational kind of tier where there's no emotion, no nothing, come over, we'll fuck, and then you go home, rather than moving on to the next tier, which is the placeholder, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But do you feel that it's good to have women in that tier?
Here's something that I learned, man. At some point, that female or that male is gonna get out that tier, either because they found somebody else to replace you, or they want to take that wifey status. It's only a matter of time. So you asked TJ about us guys, when do we get out that age, right? Or when do we stop having that type of tier? But the truth of the matter is, it's only time. That female or that male is gonna get tired of being, just there. They know they're only being used for sex, and they might be cool to begin with, but eventually they're gonna catch feelings. They're gonna catch feelings. Either with you or somebody else.
Or the woman.
Yeah, and that category is only a limited time. It's not forever.
You feel like it's just human nature?
Yeah, absolutely. Because either eventually that person's gonna know, hey, you know what, she or he has a partner, has a spouse, whatever. That person's getting, the ring. That person's getting the lifestyle, and I'm only here getting fucked. Like, I want more.
I was gonna say too, especially if the sex is fire. Say they're probably the best you've ever had. She do all types of shit on you. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, I don't want to give this up.
Yeah.
And then the longer you do anything, you get better at it, and the feelings and the emotions intensify.
Yeah.
So I feel like, especially the sex is explosive.
Oh my God.
And I
Yeah.
feel like feelings can come out of that.
Do you guys
Absolutely.
believe that? Have you guys ever met anyone who has had a girl in that tier, and they have a girl there, and the girl keeps them in that tier as well, but
Yeah.
the man catches feelings for that girl. She wants to maintain. She wants to stay in that tier. Let's just have sex. Let's just fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
The man knows about this girl. The man knows that this girl has other men in that tier as well,
And he
and the
fucks around
man
and falls in love.
falls in love with this girl, and this girl warns him and tells you, "Look, motherfucker, we're just fucking.
Yeah.
I'm fucking other niggas. I'm fucking other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You're just in that tier. You're just in that bracket with. You're just in a cesspool of other motherfuckers that I'm fucking with." And this
You know
man
what, Pilo?
catches feelings.
That's his fault.
You know what, Pilo? I agree with TJ. It's his fault. If she already told you, hey, you know what? I only want you for pleasure and pleasure only.
Yep.
And I feel as the guy, him being like, okay, she told me she only wants me for pleasure. She told me that she's fucking other guys. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna prove to her why I'm the best out of all the guys.
Yeah.
Truth of the matter is, man, like, okay, even if you do that, she still doesn't want you for anything else but sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's shame on you.
Yeah.
That's
as a
shame on
man,
you.
you have to control and regulate your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame that woman if she tells you what it is and you think you're the outlier. You think you're different.
Yeah.
And she shows you that you're not.
Well, TJ, let me ask you this: Can you turn a girl that's in that tier into the next tier, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes? But is that possible?
Can you turn a recreational girl? Can she evolve into the placeholder?
Into the placeholder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who's this?
All right. Well, we have
is this who I think it is?
No, it's Nayland from Media. Nayland, you got to turn on your camera, brother.
Am I allowed to
We're
smoke?
talking our shit. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
There you go.
I just wanted to ask. I was taking a break from work and wanted to come support you guys because I love everything you guys are doing, especially the man in the middle.
Yeah. So, Nayland, what do you feel about this topic we're talking about? Have you been listening?
I've been listening a little bit. Like I said, I'm at work, but you told me to join in, so here I am. What's the question?
So the question is, Nayland, there's 4 tiers of women, right? There's brackets there where you put women in. Women could be, you could put them in the friends list. You can put them in the recreational. You can put them as a placeholder or wifey. All right. So we're breaking down the different types of
different
tiers
tiers
of women. Mm-hmm. And we're up to right now. We're in recreational. Basically, women that you have in your life that they're all about is just sex. You have no feelings, no emotions, nothing towards this woman. Is just sex. So the question. So we're breaking down the different types of tiers for these women. So I'll ask you, Nayland. And by the way, Nayland, introduce yourself to the people.
So my name is Oscar. I do a lot of community support, try to build a community as much as possible, try to make things better. I had some problems in my younger life, and we all do, got in trouble, gotten some shit. But over the last 15 years, changed my life around and actually been building the community on a more positive level and trying to do as much as we can for the community.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
right.
all I'm going to
So
say all I'm going to say is building the community, and one person is going to know what I'm talking about. Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So those that don't understand, Nayland, he does a lot of the reporting here in Racine. Has a bunch of different websites. He's kind of the reporter here in Racine. And wherever there's something going on, Nayland is there, and he reports it on the news and the internet. He's a very good reporter. He actually he's on one of my pages for Racine Underground that he does a lot of reporting. And so, Nayland, thank you for coming on the show. So, Nayland, what do you feel about that? What do you feel? The question was, how do you feel about having women in that tier of just sex? Do you believe that that's a good thing? Do you believe some women should stay there?
So I'm gonna comment in general because I do got to get back to work in a minute. But if that is how that person feels in your life and you guys are both okay with it, then yeah, that's fine. As long as if you're in a relationship and that person in that relationship's understanding, it's just like polyamory. If your girl understands, hey, you're gonna be with that person and she's only there for that, then cool. Respect it for that. If they're in your and you got all these tiers because some of the people don't support you 100% of the time like they need to. They're just there for money or they're just there for whatever, and you know that. then
Yeah.
put them somewhere
Yeah.
where they belong. It's like anybody that you
Yeah.
have in your life. If
Yep.
they're only there
Yep.
for one purpose, then they know what that purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
Nayland, thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for coming out to the show, Nayland.
Appreciate
We
you.
really appreciate your time. Thank you for your input, man. And you're absolutely right. But yeah, man, get back to work, man, before you get fired. And we post this on the internet. They say you're on
Hey,
this shit.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. So let's move on to the next tier. Actually, TJ, we're
Yeah.
going to talk about the placeholder. Now, I asked you a question. I asked you, can a woman go from recreational to placeholder?
Yeah.
Now, and the reason you said, that is true, but I disagree with
That could
you.
happen. Yeah.
It can happen, and it has happened. And I've seen people that try to put women from a recreational to a placeholder, but I even though it's possible, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's like I think that at the end, everything is going to get fucked up because when you start, and in my opinion, when a woman starts out with just being sex, right? Sex. The sex is good, but that's all it is. I think there's a reason why you keep her there. I think there's a reason why it's just sex, because the sex is good, but everything else is trash. So if you move this woman up to a level as a placeholder, you're going to see a side of her that you've never seen because all you did was having sex. So I think at the end of the day, that's going to be destructive. It's not going to work out. I mean, what do you think, DJ?
Because if you look at if you break down the definition of the placeholder, it's a woman who, she's a great woman on paper, she has great qualities. She'll probably make a good mom. She's maternal, she's nurturing, she brings you peace, but she doesn't necessarily bring you that passion,
Yeah.
That level of that deep, like, look at this fire behind me, like that deep passion within, like, you want your wife to make you feel that way. The placeholder is not going to make you feel that way. The placeholder makes you feel, it gives you a sense of security. You're like, I got a good woman. Let me keep her here. Meanwhile, I'm looking for other options and see if I can get better than her.
Yeah.
And then, once you're out in the market and you realize it ain't shit out here, it's fecal matter in the dating pool, then you're like, you know what? She's a good ass woman. Let me just settle for her. I'm going to have a good life. I'm not going to have a chaotic life. She may not entice the passion out of me, but she's a good woman. She's a good quality woman. We can have kids together. We can build together. But does she really excite me? Does she really just bring that fire, that blaze up out of me? No.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like women could be recreational women could easily be put in that category because, like I said, it could be the best sex you've ever had from the recreational woman. So that could be the thing that she may not be a good person. She may not be a good mom or on paper be good at all, but the sex clouds your mind.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, like, let me leave her here because I don't want nobody else getting this good shit. So she could easily be placed in the placeholder position. And I've seen a lot of guys do that unsuccessfully. It doesn't transition into the last phase.
Never transitions to the last phase. And as a matter of fact, I think the placeholder is the worst position a woman would love to be in, would like to be in. Just because a woman could be a friend. I mean, a woman could be a recreational. I mean, as a matter of fact, most women agree they just want to be a recreational. But as a placeholder,
I would argue that.
Yeah.
Like so we talk about the first tier. You can evolve. The second tier, you can evolve into that. But the placeholder is the most stagnant position to be in because you've surpassed the other two levels, but you will never get to the highest level. So and that's the worst position to be in.
Let me ask you guys this. What if she starts supporting you more? What if she starts building herself more into your life and you put her up there because of
the placeholder
her actions? Yeah, what if you put her farther on the tier because of her actions and how she matures with you or grows with you?
You're never going to want the placeholder, though. You're always going to grow resentful of the placeholder because you're going to feel like you could have done better. You're going to feel like you settled for that woman.
I think the placeholder is she's just missing that that next step, but you don't know what that is, and like TJ said, right? She can be doing everything right, but it's not who you want. She's a good girl, but it's just not who you want. And that could be for many. Maybe, maybe things are. Maybe she doesn't check all the boxes, and even if she does, I'm glad she does all that, but I wish this girl did all that instead.
Yeah.
Because you want to have way more options.
I got a perfect example of that. Like, so plenty of times we've seen a man be with the placeholder, right? He could be with her for 3 to 5 years. but then he'll leave her abruptly almost and make another woman that fourth tier, the wife.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because that wife was somebody that man really wanted, who he's seen a future with, undoubtedly.
Yep.
The placeholder was just, you're here just in case I don't get to the next level. Then I still have something quality.
Yeah, just like it's a safety net.
It is.
It's
a default.
It's an insurance policy. It's it's make sure here's my plan B.
Yep.
Well,
Oscar, I'll give you the last words. I know you got to go, but what do you think about that?
It all depends on how, like I said before, it all depends on like how they support you, what they are in your life. Somebody can grow to something different depending on how, and it all depends on like age, maturity, all of that has a place in it.
Absolutely. Well, my friend Oscar, when you're ready to go, you can just log off. But thank you very much for those comments. That was great, man.
I am going to come in and support you guys 100% of the time. And I will say this to Pilo before I leave. Now that we have this available, we should start doing this more often for events downtown.
Absolutely. But we'll talk about that later, Oscar. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. All right, my friend. Well, you take care of yourself. Thank you for coming on, okay? But, okay. But
really quickly, Peaches had to leave. She had some important business to take care of.
Make a sandwich? Sure. Got it. Peaches, make sure you put bacon and ham in my sandwich. Thank you.
she did. Lord. She got.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, let's just flip it for a little bit, because we're talking about what the categories men put women in. Women do the same for us. So just imagine if a woman had you as the placeholder, how would that make you feel? Like she was with you on paper, you did everything, but she always looking around, seeing who she can get better than you, because she doesn't feel like you're her ultimate.
Oh, I know. That's why I say that being in the placeholder thing, I think it's the worst thing.
You're second place forever.
Yeah, because if the girl has me as a placeholder, obviously I want more. I want more because I'm doing all these things for her, but she's just not ready. So I would feel like trash. I would. You're not
going to get her. You're not going to get her best self either. The woman is the craziest. She does the most for the guy that she's crazy about. Naturally, it's like a primal thing. When a woman feels like, or in this instance, when a man feels that way, he's going to walk all over that placeholder woman. He's going to be dogging her the fuck out just because he can. The woman's obsessed with him, he doesn't want her for real.
The Game, the artist, The Game, right? He had one of the most interesting quotes, and it fits perfectly here. It says, "You're doing everything she wants, but it's not who she wants it from." Right? That same thing applies for the male. And you're right. A woman, what they'll do, they will basically feed you some scraps, right?
Yeah.
When they need you the most, right? Because they know, hey, you know what? If I ask him to jump, he's gonna ask how high.
Yeah.
Right.
You like a puppy
versus
dog.
men, like TJ said, men, we'll be dogs. Hey, you know what? I want to smash. I'm gonna hit her up. I want some food. I'm gonna hit her up. I'm too drunk to drive. I'm gonna hit her up. Hey, you know what? I want her to drive me to my other shorty crib. I'm gonna hit her up. Whatever the case is, she's there.
Yeah. That's a great example. I mean, now let's transition from placeholder to wifey. But before I do that, let me just say a message to all my gentlemen out there. Sometimes you cannot turn a bitch into a housewife. You can't turn a placeholder or a recreational bitch into a placeholder or even a wifey. If a woman is very honest with you and a woman tells you, listen, all I want to do is fuck. Don't ever think anything more than that. And don't be, being at 12 o'clock at night. Listen, baby, I miss you. I want to be with you. I want to be your wife. I want to be your husband. Make me your man. It don't work that way. You cannot turn. In my opinion, if a woman is direct with you and she tells you, listen, all I want is fuck. All I want is sex. I want to stay in that recreational level. Keep it that way. Because there's nothing you can do or say to move up to that next tier with that woman. And if you decide to do that anyway, guess what? You're going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt really bad. And there's nobody else to blame but you.
Yeah.
Pilo, so one of our viewers, right, he shot me a text and he asked me, I should say, right? How can you tell when that woman is only in the fuck only, like she only wants to fuck, right? without
As a
saying,
man, how
hey,
can you tell?
yeah, and without saying, hey, we're only in the fuck only category.
Oh, it's easy. See,
Oh, yeah.
And now speak for myself, and TJ, I'll give you a chance to respond.
Yeah,
I'm going to speak for myself. How do Pilo know that a girl just wants to fuck? And there's signs everywhere. First of all, you can tell when a girl wants more than a fuck, okay?
Mhm.
It is very easy because a girl will spell out her emotions to you, will tell you her dreams and her hopes, and even in the conversation that she has with you, if she brings up marriage, she brings up kids, she brings up a life with you and things like that, you can tell right away that this woman is actually working towards something bigger than just a fuck. But the way you can tell if a woman just wants to fuck him, if that's all it is, she comes to your, she meets you up, you guys fuck, you guys kiss a little bit. Okay, baby, I'll see you later. We'll meet up this day. Then she leaves. You don't hear a beep from her until you need some again.
That late night text.
That late night text, that late night booty text.
You leaving the club, the lounge?
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how you can tell.
Yeah, I mean,
it's easy to tell.
What? It's perfect. I was gonna say the exact same thing. It's someone you don't talk to on a daily basis. If you talk to her very, very rarely, and the only time
it's
you guys
almost
talk
transactional.
Yup. It's simple. It could be a simple emoji, Hey, you know what? I'm free today at so and so. If you're free, pull up. Let me know when you're here. Let me know when you're outside.
I think a woman that wants to stay in that recreational level, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. I think men have an easier time being in that level, because if a girl tells me right now, I'm just going to keep you, and she knew about the tears and all she wanted to do was keep me in that tier, I'll be fine with it, sure. But I think most women will not want to be in that tier.
They want to
most
graduate to being more. Yeah,
they always want to be more, and eventually, and this is what we're going to talk about. Eventually, move up to the wifey. Now, TJ, how do you know when a girl wants to be in that tier? Or how do you know when it's time for you to bring her up and upgrade that bitch?
When you know, man.
Yeah.
This woman is captivated, man. Like, you have the best conversations. She talk about the future, your legacy, having children. You want to show her off to the boys. You're so proud of her. You're like, look, man, I got me a hitter. You talk about really introspective things, you dive deep. You take her seriously. You can see yourself bringing her, back in the day, they used to use the term, bring her home to mama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You implement her within your family dynamic. You know what I mean? Like, you really want people, and you're doing that for a reason. Most men don't do that with, the tiers below that. The placeholder might get a little bit of it, but the wifey gets it all, because he's literally telling you, I see a future with you. I want to extend my legacy through you, and you should get acquainted with your family. Mm-hmm. So just a woman that a man is just obsessed with, you know what I mean? He'll crash out over. He'll go to jail. He'll do a 20-year bid over this woman if you even look at her. He doesn't play any games with this woman. Like, that's how those are some slight indicators that you're the wifey type, that this man does not play with you. He takes you seriously. He on social media, he posts you in public. You know what I mean? He's really proud of what he has in the family and the dynamic that he's building with you.
Yeah.
I don't respect you. Any better.
Yeah, he respects you. He's not playing any games with you.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely. I couldn't say any better. I mean, Jay, what do you build? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think, how do you know when you move her to a wifey? You know what, man? Honestly, it's a feel. It's feelings now come in play. Like TJ said, you're willing to die for this person. You're willing to go to jail for this person. In my personal opinion, I think a wifey, you don't put her in the placeholder category. You don't put her in the sex only category. I think you start from that being a friendship, being one of the boys, just talking to her. Well, I want to say one of the boys, but you talk to her. You guys are building that connection. You have a connection, you have a bond, with her, where she breaks the rules. The feelings are just there. She's the exception to the rule, and I think a wifey doesn't follow that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of step category. Nope, it's a simple, hey, we have such a great connection. Our sex is great, emotional, we're great, you got my back without even me asking for it, just like I have yours. You're there even if I don't ask for it. Overall, hey, you know what? I'm emotionally invested in you to the point where I'm gonna put a ring on you. TJ, you said one of the old school lines is, would you take this woman, to your mom,
or
mama. Her mama. I love that saying because it's so true. You know, would you? And you have to ask yourself that as a man, like, and this is not for everybody, right? But for me personally, like, my mom is like
You're everything.
Yeah.
everything. Someone said, one of my one of our coworkers, she said, you can always tell how a woman's gonna treat their girl by the way they treat their mama.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yep.
Right. And I agree with that too. And I never thought about that until she said that to me. Cause she knows, me and my girl, are locked in, we're locked in for life. And,
Yeah.
she's seen that one day firsthand. And she was like, man, like I could tell a lot. I never met your mom, but just by the small interaction you have with your girl tells me a lot about how you treat your
Absolutely.
mom. And that right there, like, let's be honest, like TJ said, you might take the placeholder, to an event that, maybe your cousins might be there, or, close friends, brothers, whatever the case is. But deep down, they all know. They might ask you, hey, why don't you take her seriously? You know what? She's not it. She's not the one. But that wifey, you already know. You already know. That's the one, that's the one you don't have kids with.
Everybody can tell.
Well, let me ask you guys this, and I'm going to make this the last question. I'm going to put you guys in a spot. TJ, I mean, do you have somebody in mind that, could be wifey material?
Do I have somebody in mind?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about you, Jay? You have somebody in mind that could be wifey material?
100%. I've always been very open about, what goes on in the behind the scenes with the JOC, and absolutely, I have no shame saying that I have somebody for sure like that.
Yeah. Well, good for you guys. Pilo don't.
Pilo, let me ask you.
Pilo stuck at tier number 2.
I'm stuck on 2, and Pilo's gonna stay on 2. All right. There's no placeholder. There's no wifey for Pilo. Pilo's living life. So fuck all that.
You think that'll change?
I don't think it'll change. At my age, 46, you know what I want to do, TJ and Jay?
Yeah.
I want to travel the world. I want to visit different places. I want to, I just want to have fun right now.
Fuck as many women as I can.
You know what, though? I'm not upset, nor am I surprised about Pilo's answers within the podcast of the show. And the reason I say that is because he has been divorced 3 times. 2 times, I'm sorry. 2, 3,
yeah.
2.
He finally figured it out.
He's been divorced twice, right? And these have been like long relationships, right?
Oh yeah.
We're talking about 10 plus years, right?
Yeah.
So he's learning how to walk again. He's learning how to talk again. He's learning how to. He just got a car. He just got his license. He's just driving. When you get your license for the first time and you have the freedom to do whatever you want, to go wherever you want to travel the world, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. I think Pilo right now is in that stage where he wants to drive forever. The problem with that is when you're driving.
I have a deep question for you, Pilo.
Mm-hmm.
A real deep question, and really think about it, and don't bullshit us, because we will call you out.
Of course.
We'll call you out.
So, you reflect back on your marriages, right? Can you honestly say that either of your wives were placeholders?
You're saying before we got married, if they were placeholders?
Just in general.
It's in general. As a matter of fact, I'll answer your question. My first wife was not a placeholder. My first wife, we started out as friends.
Yeah.
We went to recreational and straight to marriage, straight to wifey.
Okay.
My second wife, we went from, we were never friends. We were just recreational. We went from recreational to placeholder to a wifey eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. My second wife. Yeah. And that's why I have the I don't know, the opinion or the thought that if a girl goes from recreational to placeholder to wife, it just doesn't work, in my opinion. It just doesn't work. Because
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, because my ex-wife was recreational, my recent one, and it was all recreation. That's all I wanted from her. And then, we went to placeholder because I thought that's what I wanted. And then we went to wifey, and I still thought that I wanted, but at the end, it just bit me in the ass because that's really all we knew was just recreational. And, so it ended how it ended. But
do you feel like women could really evolve? Like, we talk about the homie going to, recreational, or recreational going to the placeholder, or do you believe that women simply are who they are?
No,
Like
you know what,
they're in a
TJ?
category by themselves.
Yeah, and that's a great question. I honestly believe that a woman can learn. A woman can learn. Okay.
She can evolve levels.
She can evolve levels, but
Mhm.
I always think that part of her is still in her. And if you push the correct buttons, that old person is going to come out again. You know, I don't think even not only for women but for men as well.
Yeah.
You know, because the reason I say that is because I feel at this point of my life, I feel like I went backwards to what I did with my first wife, who was just fucking everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so that part of me almost like never left me.
Yeah.
I evolved, I changed because with my recent wife, I was faithful to her. I was for a long time, you know, and I saw that, but after the divorce, you know, I went back to my old me, the old Pilo.
You know what, gentlemen, I think TJ, you brought up a good point, right, about the females evolving. I think for a female, if she wants to, and she's like, even if she only knows you as a friend, right, couple days, couple weeks, whatever, right. If a female wants you and truly wants you, right, she's gonna cut everybody off.
Oh yeah.
Just straight off, like, you know, just even if you told her like, hey, you know what,
Yeah.
we haven't even talked yet. We haven't even, you know, got to know each other like that yet. She'll be like, you know what, I want this guy, and I'm gonna, if I really want him, I gotta make sure I don't fuck up our future or my chances with that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
People, you're looking at me like I'm full of shit.
Yeah. I think I disagree with both of y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And what?
I just feel like I'm just so intentional. Like I know every woman that comes in my life, I know what position you're gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you for 10 seconds and just know. I can I can walk in a room and know that she's just gonna be cool. She's gonna be the homie. I'm just gonna fuck her. Placeholder. I mean, the placeholder position really doesn't exist for me. I'm so black and white.
Yeah.
So it kind of jumps from 2 to 4, but it doesn't even jump at all. I accept the women for who they are. So a woman that's my friend will always be my friend. Nothing more. A woman that I'm just fucking her. Nothing more. A woman who I view as just your wifey, right there, right then and there. I'm treating her in that regard. I'm holding her to a higher regard.
So TJ, so let's say you said, okay, hey, I walk into the room, I see her, and I'm like, you know what, that's gonna be wifey, right?
Yeah.
If first interaction hasn't even happened yet, right? Correct.
I mean, a verbal interaction hasn't happened, but there's something called aura and energy.
Right. Okay, but verbally, like, hey, I'm TJ.
No, that hasn't been established yet. Yeah.
But in your mind, you're already like, that's gonna be my wife.
Correct? I could just tell. It's a package. You know, before she opens up her mouth, she has to present herself a certain way. If she's not carrying herself right, I'm not even gonna look at you. I don't care what you got to say.
Wouldn't you say that's kind of delusional, bro?
Would you say what?
That's kind of delusional.
It's kind of the Lulu.
It's not at all. It's being objective and intentional.
I think that's a path to self-destruction right there, my friend.
You said it is?
That's a path to self-destruction, yeah.
Because here's the thing. You walk in, right? And again, you are a very intelligent man, right? So I can see your point of view, right? However, if I'm trying to play devil's advocate in this, I can see you going up to this female, talking to her, like, hey, you know, I'm TJ, and you know, everything's cool, right? Let's be honest, you know, a woman's not going to show her true nature until she knows she can show it. She can show her true skin, right?
Yeah.
That's when you see, you know what? Hey, I've been talking to her for a couple weeks. We've been fucking. Everything's straight. She's cool. And then you know what? Little by little, she starts to be a little toxic, or a little bit of this, or a little bit of that. You know, or hey, TJ, where are you going again? Hey, let me show your location. It just starts to build and build and build. And next thing you know, you're like, damn, she wasn't who I thought she was going to be.
Yeah.
You telling me you never got that, where you're like, hey, you know what? She was wifey, but something in our timeline happened to where, you know what, she's no longer going to be that.
No, if anything, if I always knew what a woman was, if anything, it's me like not listening to that little voice in my head. Me going against my own natural discernment. So I feel like I'm not going to lie and say like that's never happened in my 35 years of living, because it has. But I feel like it only happened when I just put a mute on that voice. But if I unmuted it, that wouldn't have happened. I would have been like, you know what, she's not the one, she's not it. But sometimes, you know, you can get jaded by the physical, you can get jaded by a lot of different elements of feeling, like dopamine is a real thing.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like at this point, presently speaking, like I could walk into a room and I know, and I'm so confident in that because, the longer you live, the wiser you get. You go through experiences, you crash and burn a lot. And, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So if you fuck up, you got to switch it up and do something different so that won't happen again, so you can grow.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, my friend. If you can walk into a bar or walk into any place and find out or just know right away that a woman is wifey, my friend, you are crazy.
No.
That shit is a path to fucking, oh my God, I
You
can't
feel like
even
women,
explain
you
it.
feel that way. You just feel like women manipulate situations to their...
Just like men. I think a woman, when you first meet her, she's going to be soft-spoken.
Well, you don't want to
she's going to tell you the right words. She's almost
she's
like
not going to want to play those wicked games with me because,
But then eventually I think you would, because I think in order to move somebody from the next step to a wifey, you really have to know that person, like,
you know what? For me,
in every way.
For me, it's simple. It's simple. I can't judge the rest of my life with the first second interaction. I just can't.
Yeah.
There's too much risk and not enough reward for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I need time to build, to brew, to get emotionally invested in something. Sexually, that's different, right?
I was going to say to
Sexually,
you guys.
See it.
Basically, like, it's like a running joke in my life, right? Like, everybody who I've fought, say I had like a perception of somebody, right? Like a base level perception. I felt like I was always right about them. And I only deviated because, like I said, I didn't listen to that voice.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong. I don't think you deviated because of the voice. I think you deviated because you found out that bitch wasn't wifey material.
No, I didn't listen to the voice. Because if I would have listened to it to begin with, we wouldn't even have been in that position. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, like, I have natural discernment. I'm very aware. I'm a sponge. I soak in my environments. I study people, study auras, vibes, intentions, all of that. And it tells you everything. If you watch a person long enough, if you listen to a person talk long enough, they'll tell you exactly what you need to know. But it's only when it's like when a chick's in an abusive relationship and, she's in it or whatever, and her family is like, I don't know why she's with that dude. And the chick's getting defensive, defending the dude. And meanwhile, he's beating her ass and she's really miserable. But then she finally breaks up. There's some breaking point where they break up. And then what does the chick often say? I saw the signs. I saw the red flags. I just didn't listen. Yeah. I'm saying that's times where that happened. That's where I process it, where, I put the mute button on my discernment and, I didn't listen to it, but if I did, I wouldn't have even been in the situation. So moving forward now, I'm not muting shit. Whatever the universe brings to me, I'm going to listen to it wholeheartedly and know that I'm being brought it for a reason.
Yeah.
So that just sets me up to be in the best position.
Well, you know what I call that, my friend? I call that Russian roulette. Good luck with that. But moving on, we're running out of time, gentlemen. Thank you. Great conversation. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, any comments, please write down the comments, please. Write down the comments. Let us know what you think. Join the conversation. We always bring these conversations because we want to inform you. We want to let you guys know what we think as men. But, write down in the comments, what do you guys think? Just like my man Nayland, pop up on the screen and let us know what you think. Don't be scared. Don't be chicken shit. Talk to us. But with that being said, my boy JOC has Hater of the Week. What you got, Jay?
Absolutely. So, as I always do, I like to present a video. I'll give you a really quick, brief introduction to the video, and then after that, we'll kind of dissect it and get you guys' opinions on it. But really quickly, what this video is it looks like it's a birthday party for a young boy, right? His mom threw a birthday party for him, and got him, Woody from Toy Story, and I can't remember the female character's name. The female
got
Woody.
Him a bunch of characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Basically got him a bunch of characters, for his birthday, so you can celebrate, And well, you know what? Let's go ahead and play the video, and then we'll talk about it because it's
here we go.
The wrong video.
Wrong video. Sorry,
yeah, Bunny for his birthday.
I'm fucking up.
Terrible.
It was like a good time.
So let me go ahead and just read you guys the caption real quick. It just says, little boy gets embarrassed and upset after his single mom was twerking on his birthday in front of other kids. Before I give my thoughts, TJ, I'll start with you, man. What do you think of this video, bro?
It's a hot ghetto ass mess. It's a party I'll never be a part of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like the little boy's kind of justified, you know? Like the mom was out of pocket.
Yeah.
It's just a certain level of decency and decorum you gotta have, you know? And she failed to provide that, so he was embarrassed, you know? His friends probably around, see his mama ass cheeks, smacking side from side. Like, I mean, anybody would crash out, you know? So he didn't have to try to fight her, though. He should have went and got a towel or a blanket or something, and, you know? But I don't think the little boy is wrong, man.
Yeah.
Pilo, what do you think about this video, man?
Well, you know, TJ just said it correctly. You know, I'm sure the boy was just super embarrassed, you know, and then, you know, he probably shouldn't have done that because that just kind of, I think, makes the situation worse, you know, but, you know, he was upset. He was upset, and I would be upset too. My mom, I see my mom doing not only that on a birthday party, but everywhere, on the internet and anywhere, just clapping cheeks. That's embarrassing. Imagine that boy when he goes to school on Monday.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure all his friends were there. Yeah.
So,
he definitely got his ass
things.
beat that night.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things that in this video that stick out to me, you know, when I watched it. The first thing was the boy going after his mom and her kicking him to create distance and going back to it. Like, okay, I get it. The son couldn't control his emotions, so he attacked his mom. I'm not saying that's okay. However, you're a grown-ass adult. You're a grown-ass woman. There's no reason you had to Spartan kick your son in front of his friends and everybody, right? Two, the friends of the mom encouraging that type of behavior. Now, no one's telling her, hey, you know what, don't do this. This isn't your son's birthday. But no, they're all, hey, yeah, go ahead, shake that out. Nah, bro, come on, what are we doing here? That's
do your thing, girl.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sick.
Third thing, man, you can hear the kids crying. You can hear the kid crying in the back. He's crying, like you can hear him, like he's upset. Like this is his party and now it's a mess. Right.
Why do you think he was crying, Juan? Because he realized his mom was tier 2?
You know what, man? I think he was crying because he knows he's gonna get clowned at school. He knows any argument he gets into with anybody. That's why your mom was shaking her ass. That's why I got a video of your mom shaking her ass. Make sure, hey, you know what could be worse? Hey, you know what? Who knows? Maybe this mom got OnlyFans. Hey, have your mom post more titty pics on OnlyFans. Whatever the case is, you know.
Yeah.
It's bad, and I feel for him because if I was that little boy, like, bro, I'd be devastated.
Right?
Yeah,
worst feeling in the world, realizing your mama is recreational.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things that kind of really pissed me off about this video was I think it might have been a little girl just trying to get a hug from Woody. It was either Woody or one of the characters. She just wanted a hug.
Yeah.
And Woody's out there throwing ass.
Yeah.
Like, bro, listen, the more I talk about this video, the more it pisses me off, man.
It was just a big hot mess. Big ghetto hot mess.
It is. First of all, I guarantee everybody in that stank. Like, I'm gonna just be honest, you know. But
you know that shit smell like a petting zoo.
Bro, it's terrible.
Shit smell like a billy goat.
Like,
walk up in that motherfucker like this. Literally.
like the rock. It's nasty, bro.
So what's your assessment of the video?
Yes, listen, man. There's not really much more. I think the video, you know, a picture's worth 1,000 words at this point. Yeah, that's hater of the week right there. There's, in my opinion, man, there's no justifying why the mom thought it was a perfect idea to take the spotlight away from her son and put it on her ass cheeks. There's just no way.
Yeah.
So that's hater of the week for you guys.
Thank you for the hater of the week, Jay. And message to all the ghetto ass mamas out there: if you're gonna twerk, make sure you don't do it at a kid's birthday party. You don't do it when there's cameras everywhere, because that kid is gonna be scarred for a very long time. And I'm sure that's not the first time he's seen that. He's seen something like that. I'm pretty sure she does that all the time. You know, but that kid is gonna be scarred, man.
I guarantee that's not the first time he's seen that type of behavior from his mom or her guys' friends.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know what that was? That was just a build up. That shit been going on, like you said.
Yeah. So I really hope that she saw this video, because I'm pretty sure this video was circulating all over the internet. And I hope she sees it and realizes, you know what, I gotta change this. I gotta be, you know.
You know what it is, though? I doubt it. I doubt it, bro. I doubt it. But you want to know what it is? I guarantee she's seen that video and she made herself the victim. What's wrong with, a single mom that works super hard and has 2 jobs, having a little fun?
Right.
I'm the one that pays for the part. Yeah, bro, come on, bro. She has no self-respect, bro. She's gonna have no logic to it.
Like mamas used to tell us that when we was younger. It don't matter how wrong they were. They'd be like, I'm grown.
Yeah.
So that just goes to say, see, the quad is getting to me.
She's gonna be like,
wrapping up though.
Like,
but I was saying, like,
you know what?
A woman like her is super unapologetic, man. So she doesn't give a fuck, man.
She don't give a fuck.
I feel bad
If
for
anything,
her.
you know what? If anything, she'll break your car window and blame you because your car was there when she threw the rock.
Yeah. I mean, we know. But thank you for the hater of the week, Jay. That was a great video. But people out there in the Matrix, thank you guys for watching this show. You know, we have a really good time doing this. And if you have, like I said, you have any comments or questions, please write on the comments. And if you want to be a participant on this show, by all means, please let us know. We would love to have more people participate on the show, especially more females. We like to have a female's perspective. So I know I say this in every program, and I know we invite girls all the time, and they always end up chickening out. You know what? Peaches! Where the fuck is Peaches? Where's my sandwich? Did she make my sandwich?
LC.
Yo,
you wasted your money, man.
You wasted your money like a motherfucker.
You know what? Listen. In life, you guys have taught me that you have to take risks, you have to invest, and you're always gonna lose. I'm sorry, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So you have to learn from your mistakes. You know what?
Figure out TLC.
What's that?
The night's not over.
The night's never over. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this.
Make it count.
Cheers, my friend.
Listen this. All I'm gonna say is this. I'm leaving here with something. It wasn't an interview, but I'm leaving here with something.
Leaving here with something. That sandwich better be fucking good. So, well, gentlemen, thank you guys. We're going to move on to final thoughts. Thank you very much for that conversation. That was a great conversation. So remember, people, ladies, find out what tier you're in. You're in a friendship, recreational, placeholder, or your wifey material. Find out, what level you're in, and do whatever you can to kind of upgrade
Absolutely.
to the next level.
I don't think they need to find out what tier they're in. I think they know what tier they're in. Now, if they want to believe what tier they're in, that's up to them. If they want to be delusional about it, that's up to them. But deep down, they know.
Some girls just don't know. But we'll leave it at
some guys just don't know.
Could be it too. Well, let's move on to final thoughts. Jay, we're going to start with you. What you got, my man?
Honestly, man, it's super, super simple. Just to kind of keep it within the topic of today. Respect people's decisions in what tier they place you in. The only thing you can change about it is being out of there, right? If they put you in the sex only and they told you that, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Either you're gonna continue to fuck or you're not. It's that simple. It's no, I'm gonna try to move up. There's just not, right? If you're in the placeholder, right? It's up to you. The ball's in your court. You can do whatever you want to do. Don't blame them for putting you in that category. If you're not happy with it, then just leave. It's that simple. Just leave. Don't blame them.
Right. Yeah, that's correct. TJ, what you got, my man?
Are you tipsy, Juan?
I am not actually. I've had what was it? It was Crown Peach and
you're a little loose
Sprite.
tonight. I like it. little spicy tonight.
It's just logic, man. People be pissing me off because they know better. They know better.
I'm starting to get really pissed off.
God damn it, shit.
I am royally pissed.
Yeah.
You know what, man?
Thoughts.
After this, I'm going to write a really strong word email for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, man, if I had any final thoughts, I know people think we're really hard on the women. So hopefully this episode, was a service to a lot of women out there. I feel like a lot of women, they don't really realize what tier they're in. And I feel like, this perspective should provide some type of explanation or some type of reasoning and rationale behind everything. So hopefully this helped out some women out there. You may be stuck in the placeholder position. Maybe this is a sign that you need to get out of it,
Yeah.
If you're recreational, just continue to have fun. If you're the friend, watch out for motherfuckers like Pilo. And for the wives out there, stay beautiful, stay classy, stay regal,
Remember, you're a wife for a reason.
You said what?
You're a wife for a reason. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Well, for all the ladies out there that, would like to be in the recreational, give Pilo a call. You know what I'm saying? And I will answer back. I answer my text. So just call me up and I'll answer you right away. Okay, guys? Just call me up right away, baby. But listen, guys, great conversation. Thank you guys for coming up.
Value dropped big time after this. After this episode.
No, my friend, I don't think so.
You'd
be surprised, TJ.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Anyway,
only
thank you,
time will tell,
Only time will tell. Thank you, my boys, for coming on to the show. JOC, TJ, thank you very much. Great episode. And for all my friends and fans out there, all our friends and fans out there, thank you guys for watching another episode of Elite Talk. And we will see you on the next one. Hey, and thank you, Peaches. Thank you, Peaches, for not coming on. And she better make me a fucking sandwich. Peace.
Take it easy.